where you are, what kind of trip you're on, or which egos you're with, we all poop. And after more than a decade of traveling and skating, I've learned the ups and downs of staying regular. Some do it better than others, and some, like myself, will go 5 days without any bowel movement. First time in Europe, I couldn't get enough of bread cheese. Defecating plays a big role in our physical and emotional well-being. I can't tell you how many times I've missed my window on trips, and it has made me feel sluggish or uptight. Given the intimacy of this process, comes as no surprise that there's an air of vulnerability to this experience. I have personally witnessed the toughest of men. You're scared of person due to the fact that they have myself. Without a good support group, which we'll get into later, you can feel alone or isolated if you don't talk it out. The following 6 nuggets of information will hopefully help you stay regular during your travels. Number 1. Fiber. Fiber is a structural part of plants and plant products that consist of carbohydrates, as cellulose and protein, that are wholly or partially indigestible and when eaten, stimulate peristalsis in the intestine. Know where to get your fiber. Whole grains, vegetables, fruits, legumes, and nuts all have high fiber content. Some facts about fiber. Fiber keeps stool soft and keeps the contents of the intestines moving. Americans consume only about 10%. Only 10% of the fiber that they did 100 years ago. A good diet should contain approximately 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. The average American eats less than half of that. Bran has the highest fiber content, about 25 to 45%. Number 2, don't miss your window. If you are a morning pooper like myself, it's really good to take a mental note of what time your window is open. If you're traveling in the States and you usually poop about 8 and 9, California time, and you're on a trip to New York, it's always good to try to be near a toilet around 11 or noon Eastern time to coach that. I tell you what, this shit's gonna get backed up. Traveling abroad is the worst than the poop clock. 12-hour changes can lock that butthole tight. Try to establish a new clock or window of opportunity by trying to poop around the same time. But don't sit there and push too hard and pop a blood vessel in the eye. Number 3, something warm. As athletes, we constantly need to stay hydrated. And drinking cold beverages usually goes hand in hand with that. However, drinking too much cold fluid can tighten up your GI tract, making any movement impossible. Drinking coffee, tea, or some hot cocoa can relax your GI tract. Caffeine in coffee or tea helps stimulate the body and help that poop nugget move. Number 4, give it a name. Give it a name. The best thing about pooping is all the different scenarios that come up when you drop it. On the day that Michael Jackson died, I remember having a real nice experience in the bathroom. With my butthole, not my dick. No need to push and no need to watch. Everything came out smooth with no trace of any criminal being there. So naturally, I named it Smooth Criminal. Fellow BMSG, Bowel Movement Support Group member Ryan Dewitt came up with South of the Border, duking in the Mexican restaurant. These are just some examples that can be added to the dictionary. Number 5. Put me in, coach. Your mental state plays a big role on whether you have a movement or not. Going around all day complaining you haven't dropped does not help the situation. Instead, coach the fecal out of that thing. Throughout the day, have a positive outlook and reassure yourself that a release is coming. Number 6, support group. the most important of all is having a support group. I can't tell you how many trips and lives have been changed while in the van talking about our issue and experience about pooping. The support group is here having regular movements and reassures you that you're not alone. If you're with the right people, try to keep it fun and lighthearted. The people who never had support with this common issue. Be sensitive to their needs. You never know what some people are going through the poop hole. That concludes the learnings of Rusty Jenkins, pooper expert. Find another story.